Hello, Dr. Hildern. Oh, dear God. I think this is breaching way too many laws of science.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Yes, that's right.
Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Nothing is impossible.
Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over. But how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I described to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
Tell me more.
Good. I thought I sensed the kindred soul in you, beneath the wasteland veneer. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
I mean, here's the thing. You should not be so, down on me. I am probably smarter than you. Look at my 9 intelligence and 100 science. Alright, I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
I'm smarter than you. I had some other questions.
Oh? What might those be?
Tell me more about the OSI.
The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters, medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office.
And you said you were... You said you were the director?
Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No. I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have. But I've found some promising leads.
And I think that's enough for now. I think that's probably enough of the dialogue off of Hildern to get what we need. And we're hoping that when we turn around, two of our 3 companions will have something to say. And Boone, like always, has nothing to say.
Yes. Goodbye.
If I step around this corner...
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but did he give you a job?
Yes. He asked me to get some data from Vault 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and And he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No, Hildern didn't mention anyone else.
But now he's hired you. Which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Alright, I'll try to look for her.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
Is it because I was followed by 3 dangerous-looking companions?
Of course. Anything.
Well, 2 and the ant. Hildern mentioned the Followers of the Apocalypse. I don't think he did, but...
My father used to say good things about them, but that was years ago. Back when they teach farmers and ranchers about crop rotation and the like. Nowadays, they've changed. They're doing what they can to discredit the NCR. Give us a bad name with the locals. Dr. Hildern trained with them years ago. Not me, though. I'm an OSI girl.
Alright, I think that's enough. I know what I have to do.
Right. Stay safe.
The stupid NCR is investing in new research. We're getting left in the dust.
And Veronica is very upset. But I think Eddie... Eddie... But, Eddie, you were the chosen one.
Hey, you got a second?
What is it?
The Brotherhood is failing. I've always known that. If we don't change course, we're going to fall apart, or fade away. But until recently, I haven't understood where we went wrong, or how to fix it. I think I need to go home.
I'll take you back there the first chance I get.
Great! Thanks! Thank you! I'll encourage people to name their non-ugly children after you. Seriously.
Oh, Veronica. You're such a star. All the companions in this game are so great. And yes, we begin... Oh, what is that quest called? I Could Make You Care. Right? Did I remember that one? Yes. A very good quest. Very difficult quest. Especially for us. It's gonna be a bit tricky. But first of all, we got something else to say to Hildern. Not the first person you've sent to Vault 22, am I?
I never said you were. You've been speaking to Williams, haven't you?
I'm the one asking the questions, Hildern.
Fair enough. Begging your pardon, but this is beginning to feel like an interrogation. No, you aren't the first person I've sent to the vault. I'm sorry that I neglected to tell you, but I don't see how it makes any difference.
Speech 40, I want double the caps, or I spread the word that you're full of shit.
All right. I'll admit that it's been difficult to find anyone willing to enter the vault. And I'd rather get the data sooner than later. You have a deal. I'll double your reward if you bring me the data. But this is as high as my budget will allow. Now, I know your time is valuable, so I won't waste any more of it. Feel free to show yourself out.
And I think maybe with mentioning Followers of the Apocalypse, Veronica really wants to get into maybe smack this guy? No, unfortunately. Wish she would, but not today. And Eddie, I don't know what's up with you. You should definitely be giving me all sorts of messages and computer logs saying, oh, this is the second thing the Enclave had hidden in here. Yada yada yada. Eyebot that looks like an ant. Alright. I'm just trying to give Eddie like one more chance to try and say something. But he is not, unfortunately. Which means it's time to move on to something else. I was gonna say, for just a moment there, that I think we're out of time. We're definitely not out of time, because once I cut everything down, we're looking at about half of the episode here. I'm gonna have to cut here for now, and I'll be back in a little bit. For you guys, it'll be just a moment, but for me, it'll be a day and some change. So I'll see you then. Alright, and we're back the next morning from me. but for you guys it's been probably a split second. And I think the first thing we're going to do here is we might as well go take care of this bounty over here. But let's check these graves again. Nothing in them. And I did swap my armor. I got a bunch of stuff repaired, and I swapped over to Joshua Graham's armor. If I just take a quick look, just so I can show it off. Yeah, so Joshua Graham's armor is only 3 DT less than the Mojave armor. It weighs half as much, and it gives me crit chance +3, which is pretty good. In fact, it's almost tempting to grab my recon beret and start using that too. But nevertheless, swap over to this. I should have bought more ammo. I think next time I got a bit of a break in things. It's time to buy some more ammo for a little bit of everything. Oh, I see you over there. Whoops, missed. Missed again. Come on, Mr. Sentry Bot. Not affecting him at all. That's cool. And these guys don't seem to really care. That was better. Crippled Eddie a little bit, but that's probably fine. And get the good old pushy ready. Gotcha. Ooh, a card. Hello. Goodbye. Waiting for that sentry bot to open up, but it seems like he's having some trouble. Ooh, Paciencia. There we go. Sentry bot down. I'm in danger from something. Oh, this red scorpion. Running away, are ya? Yes, we killed all these random crazy monsters. Just checking their bodies again. Good thing I did. Ooh, thermic lance. Valuable. Not certified to repair... Right. Yeah, so like... here's the problem with those RobCo Certified perks. I can repair... That next level of the perk gave me... What is it? Securitron Mark II's, Gutsies, and Robo-Brains. Which... Robo-Brains are kind of fun, but they feel like they're too slow to really be that useful. So it's mostly for Gutsies. But I've seen so many people use Gutsies and stuff that it feels kind of unoriginal. But we'll probably still use them, because I like them. Gutsies are cool. We are looking for... Do I have the wrong quest? Nope. It's right up here over this hill. We are looking for the Freddy Krueger-like individual. That's why I killed that mole rat. He was in the general area. Up here... Oh, I should mention too, by the way, when I was playing last night, it was going a little slow, it was chugging a little bit. I realized why. It's because I left Adobe encoding something. And my computer did not like doing two things at once. A random wastelander. Tomas's remains. You've discovered the half-eaten remains of Tomas. It's a grisly scene that turns your stomach. You fear that the other two children have been similar.
I see you found Thomas. I'm afraid he was unwilling to accept the truth. His death was a necessity. I assume you must be some manner of hired gun. Are you here to enact justice? What would a smooth skin like you know about justice?
What happened to the other children?
While they were obstinate at first, they came to see the light. And they'll be happy to make your acquaintance.
Uh-oh. Oh no! No! He killed that guy! That poor guy. Oh, Billy, no! Ah, jeez. Nah, jeez. I watched Fargo the other night, so apologies if I say ah geez a lot. Oh. Guess I'll take all that. That was great timing, the way he just charged over the hill and killed killed the wrong guy. And anything else in here? No. And now we can return to Randall. Nice. Might as well do that right away. First I'm going to use a Rataway. There we go. There's something putting me in danger. Or not letting me wait. Which is odd. Now I am slightly worried, because we've been doing a lot to upset the Legion. If I go look over at my reputation, that's over in stats, isn't it? General. Yeah, I'm currently vilified by the Legion. Vilified by the Legion is bad, because once you're vilified by the Legion, that's when they start sending hit squads after you. And I think I mentioned this yesterday, but just want to, you know, concentrate on and remember that the Legion at any minute now could send 4 pretty good statted, typically well-armed guys to come and kill me. I have no idea what they'll send with the randomizer, but you know, having 4 random rolled NPCs chasing me around sounds like a dangerous thing, so let's be careful. Couple of centaurs. Gecko. We killed some sort of bug. And pulse grenades for you two. Whoops. And take out Muggy. And there we go. Yeah, I'm running real low on grenades, but Centaur, Gecko, Dag, Mantis. That's how I got Bug Stomper. And now, yes, I can wait, which means I can travel to my next destination. Some 9mm. Did I loot that? Yes, I did. Let's drink a Sunset Sarsaparilla and go back to Randall. Uh-oh. Someone is shooting at me. Oh, probably you. With a regular BB gun. That's a grand idea. You've really got things planned out pretty well. And it's a good thing you're wearing power armor. That'll protect you. Gosh darn it. Oh. I thought I accidentally hit Veronica there. I did not. And this is a strange sight. A Nightkin Master and a Mr. Handy. Oh, and this raider came to help. There we go. It was, this looked like Tabitha and Rhonda here, but it was not. It was a different Nightkin traveling with a, Mr. Handy. Totally different character. Tunnel Snake outfit? Yes, please. And I'll take the Melbourne. And you, my good friend, had some pretty valuable power armor, didn't you? Yeah, Ganon family Tesla armor. Nothing to sniff at. Head in here, say hi to Randall.
Did you find out who took the children?
Unfortunately, yes.
Outstanding job. I hate zombies, particularly one that's a self-righteous child killer. Here's a bonus for killing that freak.
Oh, Boone, this is Randall. Randall, this is Boone. You guys will get along just because you have nothing in common. Cool.
There's another contract ready, and it pays well, my friend. Ready to get after it?
That sounds familiar. I think this might be one of the last bounties. Yes.
Good. This is another investigation. Our client is willing to cough up mucho dinero to see this thing resolved.
That means lots of money.
Folks have been disappearing on the road south to the Mojave outpost. For the longest time, people attributed it to the rad scorpions, but our client is beginning to suspect human involvement. The abductions are strange. There is little theft of property and never any ransom notice. Several of the missing wastelanders mentioned their search for a reputed oasis in the Mojave, which is pure horseshit. In all likelihood, these are probably just natural casualties of the wasteland. Regardless, our client wants results. Good luck.
We'll go check that out for Randall soon enough. But I am curious to see... I realize that I should probably go and discover the Divide for a couple of reasons. One, we'll be going there eventually. And two, we'll be going there alone, so we should, you know, have that on our minds. Because I don't think any companions are allowed into the Divide. I think it's... I might be wrong, but I think it's scripted weird so that you can't even bring, like, mod companions. That might be totally wrong now that I mention that out loud, but I'm going to work with that assumption just in case. But the other thing is, I'm pretty sure it's a spot where bobbleheads can spawn. Oh, mercenary. Probably clearing everything out for me. Much appreciated. These crates normally have some pretty good grenades in them, but empty today. Another mercenary.
Watch out!
Got you. Bunch of robots up at the Divide. It's all robots. All robots and a rat. We discovered the canyon wreckage. Check this duffel bag. Any other containers? You can go home, courier. Yeah, so, the Divide. We'll be going there eventually, like I said, but it's a bit of a ways off. And unfortunately, looks like I was wrong, there are no bobbleheads over here. Some stuff in these graves, but that's about it. And one more thing, there is a little cave up here, so let's check that out while we're at it. Oh, and a raider. Got a hit in. Ooh. You're firing. Oh. That's a powerful gun. Yeah. Elijah's Advanced Lair. Damage 44 and a DPS of 128. Only 4 pounds. It's pretty strong. And it's at half condition, so imagine that fully repaired. Turns into a strong little weapon. And right here we've got a dead trooper with some 308 hunting rifle, vault jumpsuit, some ammo boxes. Right here we got a treasure hunter with a treasure map and some reinforced leather armor. Unfortunately, that's it right there. But since we're in the neighborhood, we might as well continue our little adventure and find out what's going on south of the Mojave outpost. Here at the outpost, we want to head right down the road. Let's drink a sunset. There we go. And get good old Pushy ready. Because when in doubt, use Pushy. Now the one problem with Joshua Graham's armor is it does degrade pretty fast. It is a very good armor if you're playing like a sniper or high stealth. If you're running in guns or fists flying, then a little tougher to make use of. A couple of troopers hanging out around here. And quest markers pointing me right to, yeah, this spot here. You scan the crudely drawn map and notice a location to the west, marked as shelter. All we have to do is head over to towards the shelter, and I'm sure it's not a trap at all. Someone has a ripper. I would guess it's that trooper over there. It's very loud. Could you turn that off? I can hear it all the way over here. When this guy's got a Cazador watching his lair. That is a dangerous little guard dog. Can I uppercut? There we go. Sending that Cazador flying into space. Do you have anything on you? You do. A spork. Ah. Mago's bunker is right here. Marked trooper armor is not terrible. It's not great. Just happened to see that when I was putting some stuff on Eddie. A lot of my stuff offloaded onto Eddie. Let's take a quick nip into the bunker. Strange bunker. You've discovered a bunker filled with food and numerous amenities. A strange departure from the hostility of the wastes. You catch a scent of Brahmin steak, apparently fresh off the grill. As your appetite surges, you hear the distinctive crackle of an intercom down the steps. Well, I'm taking all of it. This is probably not a trap, but look at all the Nuka-Cola. A lad's life. Someone left their steak out. And let's see just how much trouble I get myself into.
Hello, traveler. Welcome to my humble abode. Please help yourself to the food. You must be famished.
Who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Mago, at your service.
Why are you doing this? Isn't it reckless to invite strangers in?
I'm doing this because I've suffered the unforgiving trials of the waste. I have felt terrible, crippling hunger that pushes a man beyond reason. I discovered this shelter in one of my countless peregrinations. And in the course of time, I've set out to create an oasis of philanthropy.
That's very noble of you.
Oh, stop it. You're too kind. Please, enjoy a hot meal. It's the least I can do. When you're ready to leave, just speak over the intercom.
And I'm assuming this is... Yes, he has locked us in. I'll take your books and stuff. I can't take your glass, weirdly enough. So one thing I'm not allowed to take. Is there anything else here that I can help myself with? Unfortunately not. So... let's see.
I hope you enjoy the rest, friend.
You're a gracious host, but I must be going now.
You've been an exceedingly amicable guest, but I'm afraid I cannot meet your request. I have other plans, you see.
Oh dear. And despite the din of the intercom, you're able to make out a peculiar noise overhead. As you look up, you become lightheaded and feel overwhelmed with a warm, relaxing sensation. Oh boy. You wake up in a daze, stripped of your belongings, and soon struggle to your feet. You notice a strange man eyeing you beyond the bars. You suspect he is your captor.
Ah, you're awake. You're even more vigorous than I had anticipated. Very good.
What the hell is going on? Or you don't know who... what the hell's going on?
You're in a cell in my bunker. I'm afraid this is the end of the line, my friend. It's a matter of survival, really. What can I say? The wasteland really brings out that war of all against all quality.
And... you're a cannibal, aren't you? You've been luring people in and murdering them.
Well, you possess copacetic powers of observation. Yes, I'm a cannibal, and a long-lived one, thank you. I'm rather proud of that fact.
And no matter what happens, you'll get what's coming to you.
I've been capturing and eating preachy fools like you for decades. What makes you think you're any different?
Well,
Take a look at Bob over there. He was a spirited lawman from town, hell-bent on finding his brother's murderer. A few nights ago, Bob bashed his head in against the floor, in order to avoid the fate of his brother and so many others. Where's the justice in that? By every indication, Bob was an honest, brave soul who died with pride. Yet, I'm still standing here. Don't talk to me about justice. In a few minutes, you're going to be silent. Meaningless fodder for my survival. There's your justice.
you are putting a lot of faith in this cell door. Bobby pin and a message to Jean. Let's take a look at that. To Jane. Jane, I doubt this note will ever reach you. I was arrogant to think I could just strike out alone and make everything right. I failed at so many things. I just wanted to succeed for once. Eric was always better than me. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I was almost happy when he went missing. Showed everyone he was human, and they had to rely on me. I went from being an inept deputy to the sheriff overnight. It looked for a minute like we wouldn't have to sneak anymore, but could live our dream, thanks to chance. But here I am, stripped and freezing in this goddamn dungeon. I had been wandering for days, and I couldn't believe my good fortune in finding this place. The sick old bastard gassed me, I bet. I saw what he did to Eric, and it's not going to happen to me. To be damn sure. I'm sorry everything happened like this. Tell Paul I love him, but don't ever tell him about us. If you ever get this letter, just know that my last thoughts were on you, and that it was quick. Love, Bob. P.S. When Paul is old enough, please tell him that I'm his father. He may never understand, but he deserves the truth. Oh dear. So something very bad has happened there. Now, we need to be careful, because I have one bobby pin. That was fortunate. And unfortunately for you, I am well known for my ability to fight with my fists. You've simply given me a chance to show off my fisting skills. Yeah. Prepare to be punched to death. Boone.
That's the last of the ammo.
Ooh, I can stomp him. Yeah. Gotcha. You stupid cannibal. Gotcha. No one takes my stuff. And gets away with it. And you, sir, did not get away with it. Oh, that's perfect. His head slammed into the cabinet, and it sent everything flying. That's great. I can't wait to watch that on the edit. A cleaver, some human flesh, disgusting. A refrigerator, with 2 bedroll kits. And let's see.